Law enforcement suicides are at an all-time high right now. One of the causes is poor leadership within the law enforcement profession. Nick, the host of the Roll Call Room podcast, has written a book, Police Mental Barricade, A Survivor's Guide to Poor Law Enforcement Leadership. This book is a raw and powerful look into suicide and how poor leadership decisions contribute to law enforcement suicides. Buy the book now at mentalhealthbarricade.com and stop the stigma.
The issues discussed on the Roll Call Room podcast do not reflect the opinions of any specific agency. Any characters discussed on this show may be fictional for comedic value unless you're a shitbag Steve. This podcast is rated explicit and listener discretion is advised.
It's not easy out there. People are always saying you can't, that you shouldn't, that you're not smart enough, not good enough. This world, it beats you up again and again until eventually most people, they just stop trying. But you're not like that. You're a fighter. You always have been.
Everybody in your life will have a turn back moment. No matter who you are, you're going to have such a period in your life where it seems like it's not working. You're going to have doubts. You're going to have a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges. You always have a moment in your life where the direction you're going, you will have to make a decision to keep going or you turn back. The sad thing is, the average person turns back.
It's hard living. Life is hard.
Life is not easy at all. There's gonna be challenges. You're gonna get beat down.
And that tough situation is making you want to stop.
And you will fail sometimes, and that's okay. That's okay as long as you get back up.
Take that next step. Keep moving forward.
And no matter what, do not quit.
I don't care how low you are. I don't care what you have done. I don't care what you have experienced. I don't care how devastated your life might appear to be, the shambles it might be in. Wherever you are in life, ladies and gentlemen, you've got comeback power. There's a power in you that can enable you to be stronger and better than anything that's out here. Once you begin to know who you are, once you discover this power, the perfect essence of who you are, that's in all of us, that's permeating our being, that enable us to be the directors of our lives. It will set you free from believing, I can't see myself doing any better. That you truly can live a healthy, happy, prosperous life, and that you can make it in what are called the worst of times. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And you are tough. You're made of some special stuff. There was nobody here before you. You brought something here that was not here before you showed up. Guess what? Nobody's going to do your work for you. Nobody's going to write your book for you. That has been given to you to do. You want your stuff? It's necessary you take responsibility for it. That you make it happen, that you don't give up, that you don't take any objection or disappointment or defeats personally, that you keep on keeping on, that you don't decide that I can't make it because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, that you realize that's a part of the program. And here's something you've got to resolve. Say this to yourself every day. Not over till I win. Not over till I get through. Not over till I get over. Not over till I get what I want. That's how you got to do that. You've got to have that kind of courage, that type of determination. If you want to make it happen, it's you.
Hello, and welcome to the Roll Call Room podcast that pissed off shitbag Steve Commanders and cost my daddy his job, and then pissed them off yet again with his #1 book, Mental Health Barricade, on Amazon. And now your host, my Uncle Mike, and best-selling author, my daddy. Fuck you, Commanders. Up your ass.
What you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Roll Call Room. I am one of your hosts, Nick, and with me...
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Mike, how are you, my friend?
What's up?
I have to tell you, bro, it's been, what, one episode or two episodes that you have not been on? And
yeah.
Has it been more than that?
Probably.
Has it? Cammy reached out, and Cammy was really, really worried that something major happened. I really honestly think that the fans...
they like me. They really, really like me.
They do. I think that they have PTSD like a divorced family, like divorced kids, because daddy went out for cigarettes and never came back. So I think that they have some like shell shock that you're going to abandon, like you're going to run for the hills and leave. So, and I'm just checking right now. So Police Mental Barricade was one episode, but that was only like 30 minutes long. Corrections, me and William Young did that episode. And then I made Sergeant. So 3 episodes. Oh, no wonder why they were freaking out, dude. You missed like 3 episodes.
3. Holy shit.
But I really wouldn't consider Police Mental Barricade an episode. It was just, I think I put like chapter 1 of my book and then released that. I think that was the episode. Which did very, very well. Thank you, everybody out there. Book continues to keep doing very, very well. It's
book I don't have yet because you don't send it to me.
I am sending you your shit. Hold your fucking horses there, fella.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write my own forward, and I'm just going to like put it into the book.
If that's what makes you feel better about yourself, like you can't tell me that Travis Yates and Ernie Stevens isn't a better forward than your forward. I'm sorry. There's like, I love you to death. You're my brother from another mother. But like, what can you contribute to the beginning of the book that those guys like?
Great fucking pictures.
Well, you're not allowed to use any pictures whatsoever from our past. That's always been the deal.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Well, yeah. All right. You're right. People
can't see the video, but I have to say your goatee is growing in very, very nicely.
Thanks. My unauthorized, yes. Yes.
Is it unauthorized?
Well, no.
What are they going to do? I mean, you can't even fucking put your papers in. So
it's a little long.
What are they going to do to you? Like, you got people fucking dropping like flies in all these departments. And what makes me laugh about these departments, and I have to be careful because I have one that like I know the inside shit on. And what makes me laugh is that they continue to keep like enforcing these ridiculous policies on these officers when people are leaving in record fucking numbers. They're leaving the profession. Private security companies out there are recruiting at an alarming rate, stealing officers from sworn officers to security positions. And people are leaving in record numbers, and you're still enforcing not having an authorized patch on your outer carry vest, facial hair, not covering your tattoos, just the most asinine policies that just are fucking stupid, like just absolutely stupid. You're still enforcing. And it just proves the point, which is that law enforcement leadership right now is disconnected from the boots on the ground. They are so fucking disconnected. They're so focused on community appearance. They're focused on liability. They're focused on Black Lives Matter. They're focused on a lot of things that they should not be focused on. If you are a law enforcement leader right now, commander or a chief, and you don't have a 5-year projection plan, you're a fucking idiot. You're fucking stupid. Because within the next 18 months, when this COVID shit goes back, now the president announced yesterday that there's some sort of therapy or something, some sort of treatment for COVID or whatever. I personally, we'll talk about that. ADD. We'll talk about that for a second. I personally am not fucking trying that drug. Like, that's like buying the first year model of a car that comes out. Like when they put the new
this looks
out,
good. Let me try it.
When they put the first like Mustang out with the new design, fucking trash, dude. It was they had so many fucking recalls on the thing. I am not going to be the person that gets the shot and walks backwards for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no.
That chick that got the flu shot and then she has to walk backwards for the rest of her life.
I mean, listen, you're gonna wind up fucking taking this pill, and it's gonna shrink your penis more than it already is. So you don't need that. You don't need that.
Especially you have micro penis disease.
And then going back to the Mustang, I mean, you're definitely not going to buy the first year Mustang. You're gonna buy this green Mustang all souped up that you're a pussy to drive.
You're a fucking asshole.
So what? Well, I'm just talking about a Mustang. Like you don't want to buy the first year Mustang. You want to buy like a souped up Mustang where you kind of go fast.
All right. Now you fucking let the cat out of the bag. Now you have to tell people
what are you talking about? What I don't understand what you're talking about.
All right, folks. So here's the backstory of that. All right. So I always wanted a Mustang since the time I was a kid. I always wanted a Mustang. And I used to buy my cars from this car dealer out where Mike lives. And I live in Virginia. So I went out there and this dealer had this souped up Mustang. It was green. It was called Ectoplasm Green. I love the color of this car. Won, multiple awards when I bought the car. I took it to car shows. I won multiple awards with it. It was beautiful. It was a 5.0 with a Coyote engine. I know nothing about cars, folks. I know you put the key in it, you turn it, and it turns on. This car, you would turn it on, and you would feel it, not at the top of your testicles, but at the bottom. The bottom part that like scrapes up on your boxers. You would feel it down there. That's how rumbly it was. That dual exhaust. It was just go.
Did you say rumbly?
Rumbly.
That's how rumbly it was.
Shut the fuck up. So I go there and I was trading in like, I don't know. I've had like a bazillion cars. Mike can tell you. I trade in cars like almost every year. So I went there and I was trading in a car and the dealer was like, I was good friends with him at the time. And he was like, here's the keys. Go take it out for a test drive. Now, the dealership is on a main highway, one way. Out of the dealership, it's a one way. So I didn't know that a Mustang 5.0 had that much power. So I'm coming out of the driveway of the dealership, and I hit the fucking gas on this thing, and I turn this bitch around like it's facing the wrong way on the highway. And luckily, no fucking cars were there. So I don't know why I still chose to buy this car because it was way too much power for me. Like I was not used to that. And I buy it. And of course, every car that I would get, I would drive right over to Mike's, or we would stay over. My family would stay over at Mike's house. And I bring this car up. And Mike's eyes just like light up. Mike loves toys. He likes things that are fast and bright. Actually, no, not bright. You like very dark shit. I'm the opposite of you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, let's take this bitch on the fucking freeway. And I'm like, okay. And we get in the car. There's audio of this. You have to send me the video because I don't have it anymore. And I'll release it on the show. So we get on the freeway.
Why? And then I can email this to you.
Fuck.
Can you get the speedometer?
I don't want to obstruct your view. Your view should be all this.
Oh, fuck. We gotta slow down, let this car.
I'll only play a little bit.
A little distance? Yeah.
Put it up to the microphone.
Holy shit. Fucking.
What? What's the matter?
There's a lot of traffic on 135.
You should put my seatbelt
on, right? Can you?
Nah, fuck that.
Mike. 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 Yes. Mike. Dude, we're only at 100. Mike. Mike, please. It wasn't that fast. We just hit 100. We're getting off, right? Yeah. Oh, 120. Fuck. Getting off, right? Watch the turn. Watch the turn. Okay, we'll go nice and slow. Don't, Mike. I swear to God, please. Nice and slow. Mike. Nice and slow. I'm closing my eyes. Mike. Mike. You hear me cool intake? I don't. Oh, just flicked my eye. Oh, this might be dangerous. Come on. Yeah, you gotta definitely get rid of those fucking people. Can I stop this, or are we still doing this? Mike? Mike? Motherfucker!
So as you can tell from that audio, this fucker like gets on the and on top of that, you don't wear a fucking seatbelt, which is super, super unsafe.
No, I
Shame
put it on.
you.
It was on. I don't know why.
Dude, stop. You can hear the fucking buzzing.
No, that was yours.
No, it was. You know that's a fucking lie right there.
Well, yeah, that is true because you were hugging that shit like it was like.
Dude, you literally got that thing up to 120 miles an hour in such a short period of time.
No, you kidding me? That was like 30, bro.
Stop it.
It was the mufflers. It was the mufflers.
That you have to admit that was a fucking nice car, bro. That was probably top 5 cars I've ever gotten. I regret getting rid of that car.
That was a fast car. That car was sick.
It was fast, but I'll tell you, it got me in a lot of trouble. I used to get stopped by Virginia State Troopers a lot on my way home when I worked late at night. And then the other problem with a loud car like that is it's super, super annoying for your neighbors, especially when you have nice neighbors and you work midnight shift and you come home like real early in the morning. I always felt like an asshole. I always like got in the driveway and put it into neutral. I was like, shit. So
that's how I am with my motorcycles. But now I'm just
really loud.
Now I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm a douchebag.
Do they complain?
No, not really. But I just make sure to rev it a little more when I pull into my driveway.
Jesus Christ, dude. I would never want to fucking live next to you. Never in a million years. So
I'm a good guy.
So that goes way, way back, man. I must have bought that car. You know what? I was just cleaning out my garage and I found the first trophy that car won. And I think it was like, man, I wasn't even a sergeant back then.
Yeah, why?
That was about 7 years ago.
Damn, was it? Oh, I must have just before I got promoted. So
yeah.
just before I got promoted. Damn.
Well, you know what? I must have posted it 7 years ago, so it could have been.
Probably was longer than that. I wanted to say it was like 9 or 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it has to be 9 or 10 years ago. Has to be. But that's the kind of shenanigans. So when people turn around and they're like, because I get messages from people like playfully that they're like, you know, why are you always fucking with Mike? Like, why are you always fucking with him? Why are you always fucking trashing? Like, and I was like, listen, the mic you see on the fucking show is nothing compared to when we turn the microphone off, man. Like, that guy's fucked with me so many fucking times.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You sent me a chocolate dick. I still have confetti all over the studio in here.
Oh, so all right, let's talk about that. So
here we go. Thank you, 2020.
So I'm home. I get a package, and you know, my wife knows I love my packages.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a shopping whore.
Yep.
I got more shoes than she does. It's pretty fucking pathetic. So I get a package and I'm like, fuck yeah, I got a package. I'm like, let's see who it's from. Let's see who it's to. Because sometimes, you get, bullshit packages for the neighbors and I kind of open them up by accident. So I wanted to just make sure it was mine. So it says Sex Master Mike, my last name, and then it was good because it says senior.
Yeah.
So
people don't know this, but your son has the same name as you.
Right.
He's a junior and you're a senior.
So I look at it, I look at my girl, and I just shake my head. And she's like, what's the matter? I'm like, it's on. What are you talking about? I go, I'm going to open this fucking thing up and it's going to be, something's going to explode. Either, and literally I smelt it because I'm like, he's shit in this. He's shit in this. I said, it doesn't smell, but there's something in here. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me man up. I opened it up and it's a very cute inflatable friend named Judy.
Yeah.
And she is kind of cute.
Why isn't her mouth open?
I
thought
cut
I put with the mouth open.
I'll cut a hole in her later. I mean, I don't know why. Weird.
I'm kind of surprised that that's still in the packaging. I would have thought by now that would have been inflated. You should inflate that and put that behind you as a backdrop when we do a live.
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
You know what? Judy is now a character on the show.
All right, and then you know what? When I come down to see you,
bring Judy.
I'll bring Judy.
We'll put her in the guest seat.
We'll dress her up in it. We'll dress her up in maybe some type of uniform.
Yeah, I still have a couple left over.
And we'll put a little hat on her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Judy is Judy might be the new name for command staff.
So I pull this thing out. My wife's like, "Oh my God, put that thing away." I'm like, "Why?" Now I'm like fucking around with it. She's like, "Oh my God, the boys." I go, "All right, so they can learn."
Yeah.
She's like, "Are you fucking serious?" I go, "I'm fucking joking."
This prank war is taking a toll on our family.
Oh God. She's like, "You're gonna get him." I go, "Prank war 2020." 2020 is already fucked up, so we might as well fuck it up even more.
Let me tell you something. You know where I got Judy from? I got her on Amazon. Really? And I gotta tell you, man, I didn't know Amazon sold a lot of like freaky shit. Like, you know, like as you can tell from my reaction, I don't buy a lot of like freaky shit.
No, because you like to go into the store and test it out first.
Oh, who doesn't?
Nice.
I mean, I like to smell it. I like to taste it. I like to feel it in my hands and on my lips. Yeah, I like to preview the movies. I'm that guy from Blockbuster. Those of our fans that are like millennials, they're like, Blockbuster, what? What's a Blockbuster?
What's a Blockbuster? Isn't that a firework?
Yeah, that was like Blockbuster was like the only place to buy like the new releases of movies, and you better get there real early, or else when you got there, the only thing that was there was the cover of the movies, nothing behind it.
No, oh man,
remember the struggle?
You get so fucking excited,
yeah,
and you're like, oh yeah, and then you go and you pull the fucking box, and you're like,
the white box behind it. It's just the fucking box of the movie, and you're like, fuck.
Or you get the movie, and then you go to the fucking register, and you have to buy fucking 10 pounds of fucking candy, and then you go, and then it's like, okay, so you're gonna purchase this movie. Oh, you were 2 days late on the return of the other one.
You didn't rewind it.
You didn't rewind it.
Yeah,
so we're gonna have to charge you. I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah. Blockbuster got me for fucking thousands, bro. Thousands of dollars.
Oh, we'd go up to your shop and
yes,
get movies and not return them.
Yeah. Oh, I can't even remember, because they would, I mean, back then, a movie, they would charge like $39.99 for a $12 fucking movie if you never returned it. So they would double the price of the movie if you didn't return the movie.
Oh, and then you had like the PlayStation games.
Yes. Oh my God. Remember when we had PlayStation at the tattoo studio?
Yeah,
we never returned those fucking.
No, we never did.
No. And then Redbox came out, and then like But actually, you know what's funny is when I was cleaning out my garage and I found the trophy for the car, I found my Blockbuster membership card just recently.
Nice.
I still have it.
Nice.
I still have it. I love it. So we're going back. So Prank War 2020 is on. So I was saying Amazon has like, dude, I was actually really, really shocked. Like, I was like, this is fucking crazy how much shit Amazon sells that's like so adult oriented. Like, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I usually go on eBay for the used stuff. I like, Just like the car, you don't ever want to get a first model.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, people. I'm kidding, folks.
Well, eBay, man, eBay is legit. I stopped using eBay for a while, only because I got scammed like a couple of times, but they're legit now. Like their shit's really good.
I'm an eBay whore.
Yeah, you've been an eBay whore since like the inception of eBay.
Mm-hmm.
It's like PayPal. I never like using PayPal because I used to do so many fucking police reports for scams. And now that's like all that I use, like for the book sales and stuff. That's all I use because their shipping stuff on PayPal is pretty awesome. I don't want to plug them too hardcore because they're not like a sponsor. So, but yeah, so that's what we got going on. So I want to go back about departments. Excuse me. Sorry for coughing in the mic.
Yeah, thanks. So professional.
I want to go back about, departments really emphasizing on shit that they shouldn't be emphasizing, especially now. And I want to talk about a specific incident right now before we get into that. You got stuff in Portland and you got stuff in Seattle and you got stuff in Chicago going on right now. And you see the unrest and you see politicians, dancing around and placating to these groups, some of them that should be declared a terrorist organization. I'm not going to get into the names because that's not what the show. We don't get into politics and stuff. But you see stuff like Chicago where you have a mayor who basically allows rioters to destroy the city, and then blocks off her block where she lives with massive police presence to stop protests from happening in front of her house.
Yeah, and didn't she say she has the right to protect her family?
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. Come on, man.
And then you have in Portland now you have these rioters going into residential areas at 3:00 in the morning and waking up the actual taxpayers, the ones that actually work for a living, and chanting outside of their homes, "Get the fuck out," and shit like that. And nobody's doing it. The silent majority better start speaking up. Like these folks that are actual taxpayers, the ones that are sympathizers, what you don't understand is that now that you've given them a foot, they've taken a yard. The property damage alone that they're creating, lighting up police precincts, lighting up police headquarters. Who the fuck do you think is going to pay to replace all that shit? Minnesota just turned around and announced that the police headquarters in Minneapolis that they torched, they announced a $4 million new police headquarters that are going to be built to replace it. Way to fucking go.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Who's gonna pay for that?
Mm-hmm. You're going to pay for it when you go to the cash register in Minnesota, and you see the state the sales tax go up. You're going to see that your restaurant tax goes up, your food tax goes up. Tax. And the ones that aren't paying it are the ones that don't have a job, that live in the basement of their parents' house, that are keyboard warriors, that get sprayed with pepper spray and they crumple like little bitches.
Oh my God. I fucking love the video where the one guy gets hit with a the rubber bullet, and they put a tourniquet on him. And he's like, "Oh my God, I don't want to lose my leg." Yeah. And then she's like, "Stay with me, man. Stay with me." Like, oh, I fucking love that video. That's great.
But you have news media outlets that clip that, and they don't tell the right story. So the narrative is that the police shot him, not shot him with a rubber bullet. And it makes you look back to the fire hose days and the German Shepherd days where, in the 60s when the race riots were going on, and the police would just come out there with a fire hose and just fucking fire hose them. And a lot of times in Europe, that's what they do. They use blue water, like blue dyed water, still now. And what they do is they make an announcement to get out of the street. And then they come with this, looks like a fire truck with a cannon on it. I think they use it at the airports too. And they just open up this fucking thing with this blue dye water, and it just blows you all over the fucking place. And then it dyes you. So you're blue for like a week. So when you walk into the fucking Starbucks the next day after your big protest,
you look like a fucking
Smurf. And everybody knows that you're an idiot because you were out there protesting. That's hilarious. So I bring all this up because Just before we taped this episode, there was an incident that happened in Georgia. I'm going to play a clip of it. Mike had not seen it just before the episode, so we kind of watched it before. I clipped the audio, and I want to play it for you. So this Georgia cop gets a call for service. This is not self-initiated. He gets a call for service. He goes out to this house, and this is what he encounters.
Don't care. So we can talk if we want to. Don't care. So we can talk if we want to. I'm not going nowhere. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter. Leave her alone.
Get on the fucking ground. Get on the ground right now. Here's the taser. Put your hands behind your back. Turn over. Put your hands behind your back.
You finna get sued, sir. What's your...
Over. Put your hands behind your back. I will tase you again.
Call the police, mama.
Hey, call police, mama. I am here.
Mama, I can't get your name.
You know, the video is way more intense than the audio. You can hear it in the video. He tells her to leave. She doesn't. She says no. She refuses. He tells her that she's under arrest. She says no.
I'm not going nowhere.
I'm not going nowhere. And then he warns her. He warns her, and he excellent verbal skills, excellent verbal communication. As a former supervisor, this is exactly what I would want to see. This is exactly what I would love to have. The video. A lot of times when I was a supervisor and I had to investigate a use of force, I would love family members that would come like up to me and go, "I got video of this shit. I got video," and I'd be like, "Fucking fantastic." Email it to me right now. Or I'd take my phone and I would record it off of their phone. It's ghetto, but I would record it because once you leave the scene, that you're never going to fucking see these people again. And they're never going to send you this video. So I knew as a supervisor, I better fucking get it right now. Any way that I can get it, even if it's just audio. And this would exonerate my officers 100% of the time, because 9 times out of 10, the family attorney that's out there, which is the ones that are screaming and yelling, help exonerate the officer. So what does this Georgia cop get right after this incident comes out? Of course, it goes viral. This officer gets suspended. That's incorrect. He gets put on a desk. He gets put on administrative duty. They fire him after 2 days. They fire him. And what do they fire him for, Mike?
They fire him for conduct. So he broke department values.
Unfucking believable.
Listen, I mean, I watched the video. Verbal commands, loud, clear.
Very, very well done.
Non-compliant non-compliant, taser, compliant.
And then she goes, "I can't roll over because the dart is in my leg." Listen, it's not in your leg like a fucking blow dart. It's not in your leg like a shark dart that you put a fucking tracker in. Those fucking darts barely go in your fucking skin. Barely.
She probably could have pulled it out.
And the thing is this is what we're breeding right now is what is the fucking point of getting out of your fucking car right now? What is the fucking point? What is the point? You have to evaluate right now in law enforcement. You need to evaluate whether or not this is important for you to get out of the car. And I hate that I'm saying that. Being a career law enforcement officer, I hate that. But we're about to run out of time. We're going to come back from break and we're going to discuss this some more. So just hold on, folks, and we'll be right back.
Hey folks, I'm so excited about this brand new sponsor, Ferocious Beard Company. This company is fantastic. They have a lot of great assortments of beard wax, wash, and oils. They've got apparel, they've got soaps, they've got a whole bunch of different things. Go to ferociousbeard.com, use promo code RollCallRoom, and you get 20% off. I absolutely love their products. I'm telling you, I've used a lot of different beard products. Mike and I have been searching for a beard company for a long time as a sponsor, and we finally found the best company out there, which is Ferocious Beard Company. And they're out of Fort Worth, Texas, okay? Go on ferociousbeard.com, use promo code RollCallRoom, and you get 20% off. Oh, I love that fucking song. I forgot about these guys. This guy died.
Did he?
Yeah, the lead singer of Drowning Pool. He died, man.
Oh,
Died of drug
shit.
overdose. Yeah,
I fucking listen
I
to
love
that shit all the time, man.
Listen to that in the tattoo studio all the time.
Fuck yeah, man.
So going back to the Georgia officer, I'm sorry, folks. We're very limited with the platform that we use. We have to make sure that we stay under a certain time each segment. So we
are professionals.
Yeah, real professionals. XM Sirius Radio. I hate to say this, folks that are out there. You really need to evaluate whether you are one good stop away from getting fired. I mean, that's pretty much what it boils down to. You are one good stop away from getting fired.
And what's pretty sad is that, you can't just single out any department.
No,
it's nationwide. It's ridiculous.
It doesn't matter whether or not you're in Georgia, you're in Virginia, you're in fucking California. It doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. The inmates are running the asylum. You have paper leaders, patch leaders running around. They look at something like this and they're automatically like, fuck, we got to mitigate the liability. We don't want this terrorist organization marching on our headquarters. We can't afford for this. We can't afford for that. And as far as officers' well-being or anything, that shit's out the fucking window. It's out the window. Looking back and watching that video, this is not Monday morning quarterbacking, folks. Looking at that video now, I'm sure if that officer who's now no longer employed looks at that, he would have turned around and been like, you need to leave. No, fuck you. All right, cool. Peace.
Yeah, but you know what?
Then he would have been fucked the other way.
It's
I don't know. I have to read the backstory, but I don't know what the call for service was, but it sounds like he was called there for disturbance or some shit, or to remove her, or I don't know. But whatever it is, I mean, he had a lawful reason to arrest her. She refused. His use of force is within the use of force continuum. Couldn't have used OC spray, too close, too many people around.
Yeah. And listen, I mean, I think he did a good job. I mean, what more can...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Mike.
What more can he do? I mean, what...
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
And you folks out there, my fear is that our profession, we're going to turn into just peacekeepers. That's all we're going to turn into. We're not going to be law enforcement. Proactive policing is fucking...
But I want to know, what department value did he break?
The department value of is, we don't want to get fucking sued and we don't want to riot. Like,
yeah, but you know what? I mean, this day and age, now everybody's got that's the first thing out of somebody's mouth is, "I'll sue you." This life matters, and come on, man. Like, I got into it. I was walking across the street the other day. Yes, hello. Oh, do we have a caller?
Hey, what's up, man? It's
Oh.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, pal.
Hey, buddy.
What are you doing? What have you been up to since your whole little village collapsed?
It's not a village. Please stop. I listened to the other episode. I really appreciate, how it's portrayed. They did. They took the community away from us, and I'm back to work.
Oh, back to work. What are you doing?
I'm a greeter.
Very nice.
Yeah, I greet people. I give stickers out.
Oh, what kind of stickers?
Smiley stickers.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And just for the record, I am a law enforcement officer. I mean,
really?
Yes. I've been trained.
What law?
The law of my people, the travelers.
Of Chaz?
Chaz Chop.
Mm.
We're gonna take it back.
All right. Hey, so let me ask you a question. Somebody asked me this, and they wanted me to relay a message.
Mom, I'm on the phone, Mom. No. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Ma. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah. Thank you.
Meatloaf again?
How'd you know?
Yeah,
Mom, Mom, this is cold in the middle, Mom. I'm on the phone. I'm doing an interview, Mom. Thank you, Mommy. I love you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So during the looting,
Mm-hmm.
did you get a nice couch for Mom's basement?
I can't answer that. I got a new keyboard though.
You tough guy keyboard.
I don't like your tone.
No, well, there's no tone, buddy. There's nothing but love.
I can't.
Nothing but
I'm
love.
gonna eat my meatloaf. Fuck you.
All right. Bye, bud.
Oh, dude, I can't believe he called in.
Yeah, it just took over. Fucking, he must have hacked in.
He's been trying to get in for a while. He's been emailing and messaging constantly, and he's kind of like my old department. They rear their ugly head every once in a while.
Yeah, fake accounts.
Get under their skin.
I just 13th grade with guns, man.
I fucking love that 13th grade with guns. I like that.
Come on, man. All right, so you know what? You got ass hurt. Live with it, deal with it, and be done with it. And listen, and I know you guys are listening. Thank you for the support. Thank you for getting, more I don't know, I guess your bullshit ammunition of what you want to throw back at Nick. But come on, man, let's just grow up. This podcast, you like it, you don't like it, don't listen.
People are wondering what's going on. We have a certain number of people from my former agency. A couple of them are sergeants. A couple of them are commanders. One or two are officers that create these fake accounts, and they come on and they comment. They comment about, my reason for leaving the department. They're fixated on this GoPro bullshit, which is hilarious.
Oh, I like the picture.
Yeah,
you know what? I apologize. I started this conversation. I don't know if you wanted to.
No. I'm fine.
Deal with it, but
fine.
Listen, if you're gonna,
I've just decided now to tag the city and the department in every time one of these shitheads do this. I'm going to tag the city and the department in it, and then just make it public. I will personally pay to boost the post.
If you're gonna make up a picture, not make up a picture, but doctor a picture with a GoPro on somebody's head, make it look good.
Yeah, get a higher pixel rate.
Yeah, come on, man. Listen, I'm not knocking you. I like the
name.
The name.
Ritualist Negrero.
I
like very creative with the names.
And listen, some of the pictures are very creative. But
he's lying.
But come on, man, just get better pixels. Use markers instead of fucking Crayola crayons.
Well, you know what I liked about that? So my book, when they started that day, my book was number 7 on Amazon, and it shot up because I reposted it. I use it as an advertisement now, and it shot up to number 2 within an hour.
Thank you.
You're helping me. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the help, because now what I do
that's you know what? I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't think about that. That's actually pretty good, because you know what? People are like, holy shit, what's the dirt? What's the deal with what the fuck happened with these leaders? Yo, let's get it. And then the fucking it's fucking awesome.
Here's the thing. I left April 20th. we're in September at this point. Okay. You got what you wanted. I'm out of there. You're mad because I wrote a book and I exposed everything bad about the Alexandria City, Virginia Police Department that there is.
And you double spaced the lines.
Oh, that was the other. They made a comment that my book was double spaced like a middle schooler.
Yeah, and you know what, motherfuckers? We're all cops. We hate reading small print.
Yeah.
You know it. I know it. Everybody fucking knows it. So thank you for the double print.
Yeah. Well, here's two things. First of all, that was what was required from BookBaby, my publisher, which was double spacing and the specific format for the book. That's what they required. I didn't ask to do that. And the book would have been 100 pages instead of 119 pages if it was single spaced. If that is your only fucking argument about the whole entire book is the double spacing, I like how they said that, because it's not you lied in the book, because that's the mantra on Facebook is that I'm a liar and I'm a thief. Like I stole a GoPro and I lie all the time. You didn't say anything about lying in the book, and every one of those stories that are in that book is truthful. And if it wasn't that my attorney wouldn't allow me to name them in the book, when it comes to deposition and suing the shit out of the city and the police department, those names will come out. So first of all, one of the people that it's mentioned in that book, she puts her husband up to creating these fake Facebook accounts. So keep it up. You're helping book sales. You really are. Because like you said, people want to know what the dirt is about the police department. And that is the dirt. And it continues to keep going on. They just made recent promotions in that department. And lo and behold, one of the lieutenants that got promoted was the guy right after me on the lieutenant's list. I was number 4. He was number 5. And he was in internal investigations. Isn't that a little weird? Isn't that a little weird that I get investigated? I'm number 4 on the lieutenant's list. This guy's number 5. I get pushed out of the department and he gets promoted. That's corruption at its highest. Like, I don't, any person that is in law enforcement sees that and goes, you guys are a bunch of fucking clowns. So
13th grade.
I
wouldn't harp on it too much. I didn't mean to bring it up. I just
I
get a better graphic design.
It doesn't bother me anymore. I turn it into a positive now. Like I said, I clip it, I make a poster out of it, and I put it as an advertisement. And then what I do is I tag the city and the police department, and they can't delete it because it's a government Facebook page. They can't delete it. They can't delete the comments. They can't do anything. And we'll just continue to keep doing this. We'll just keep doing this until time runs out for them.
It's good too because you're documenting.
Oh yeah,
documenting everything for the future. So
I'm
whatever.
laughing all the way to the bank because all you're doing is helping the cause. You're helping the book sales, and you're helping donations because a lot of the proceeds from the book go to good organizations. So like Blue Help. So enough with them. So I think folks, when you're out there, you're doing all this stuff, I think you need to really, really think about whether or not it's worth getting out of a car, whether or not it's worth, whether or not it's worth your time to turn around and encounter citizens out there and really look at what you're doing out there, because they certainly are. And it's sad times we're in,
It's aggravating, frustrating. It's sad times what the police departments are going through. I think it'll get better eventually.
Eventually.
I don't see it anytime in the near future. Everything that in New York, everything that was built up by prior mayors
is destroyed.
Just the Post had the best thing. It said years of crime fighting pissed away, and there's this guy pissing on the streets of the city. That's okay now because if people have to go, they got to go.
Graffiti, pissing all over the place, turnstile. You might as well just make the subway free at this point. What's the point of charging? You just jump over the turnstile. Nobody's going to arrest you.
Yeah.
And that's what happened when Giuliani, whether, your feelings on Giuliani currently versus back in the day, you need to do your research on the guy, because the guy single-handedly brought down the mafia in New York when he was the attorney general there. So whether you like him or you don't like him, he was a crime fighter. Then he became the mayor and he cleaned up the city. And like you said, all the hard work from the NYPD, all the hard work from, all these folks, it's all gone now. It'll take you 10 years to fix what's been damaged there. And you'll never, ever get it back. And that's the same thing in Portland, Seattle, Chicago. All these cities and communities that are being destroyed. Good luck. Good luck, because I tell you, your recruitment, good luck getting anybody that's going to want to, join your police department.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, enough with that. I wanted to do something new on the show. Had this fantastic idea, and Mike has no idea about it, and I just
Great.
want
I fucking love these moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
You fucking Family Feud.
Police Family Feud. I am your host, Nick. Thank you for tuning in. You could have tuned into any game show, but you tuned into our show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce my first contestant, Mike. Mike is barely the co-host of a international podcast known as the Roll Call Room Podcast. Listen to 45 countries and all 50 states. Mike enjoys brisk walks on the beach, occasionally dabbling into cross-dressing. And it says here, Mike belongs to the My Little Pony fan club for men. Mike, how are you? And welcome to Law Enforcement Family Feud. How are you?
Nobody can see it at home,
Wait,
but you see the disgust on my face right now.
We're going to get right into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the show. Mike, we asked 100, loosely, 100 survey people. I guess that's what they call it, survey people. Top 5 things in Antifa.
We surveyed 100 people.
We surveyed 100 people. Shut the fuck up. It's the first one. We surveyed 100 people. What are the top 5 things an Antifa protester says? Top 5 things a Antifa protester says.
Ouch.
Can I hear ouch? I'm sorry, Mike. That was not the right answer. Go again, please.
Do you know who my daddy is?
Judges, will we take you know who my daddy is? Yes, my dad's a lawyer. Number 1. Survey answer number 1. Very good. Mike, go ahead.
I'll sue you.
Judges, will we take I'll sue you? I know my rights. Number 3. Very good.
You can ask the question again. If you're going to do it right, you got to ask the question again.
An Antifa protester says, Mike.
Fuck.
Top 5 things an Antifa protester says. 10 seconds on the board.
Black Lives Matter.
Well, you should know on this show that we don't do that.
Sorry, I mean, what the fuck?
Mike number 3. Mike number 3. Top 5 things an Antifa protester says.
Where are the bricks?
Where are the bricks? Oh, I'm sorry. Survey, what else do you have on there? I want my mom. Oh, number 2.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Number 4, my friend is recording. Yep. And number 5, these cuffs are too tight. All right, we asked 100.
We surveyed 100 people.
Surveyed 100 people. I'm going to get it by the last one. We surveyed 100 people, and we asked the top 5 things a drunk in the back of your police cruiser says. Top 5 things a drunk in the back of your cruiser says.
I'm going to throw up.
I'm going to throw up. Yes, number 5. Number 5. Top 5 things, Mike, that a drunk
Can I get another drink?
Can I get another drink? No, I'm sorry, Mike. That's not on there. Top 5 things a drunk in the back of a cruiser says.
I pissed myself.
I pissed myself. Number 1.
Boom.
Very good. Very good. Top 5 things drunk in the back of a cruiser says.
Can we stop at the bar?
Can we stop at the bar? Nope. Sorry. That's 2 strikes. Top 5 things, Mike, that a drunk would say in the back of the car. Try and remember when you were in the back of the car. Please do some self-reflecting. Top 5 things, Mike. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Survey, what do we have? Number 2, I'm hungry. Number 3, can I go home?
It's a good one.
Number 4, this Uber has no leg room. And I think you got number 5, which was I have to throw up. Very good. Mike, we're going to move on. We surveyed 100 people.
Boom. Good job.
Top 5 things a shitty commander says. Top 5 things a shitty commander says.
Because I'm the commander.
Because I'm the commander.
Oh, bullshit.
No,
That's fucking
sorry.
Yeah. That's up there.
I'm sorry. Not in the top 100 people.
Now, is this the same?
Yes. Top 5 things a shitty commander says, Mike.
Because I said so.
Because I said so. Yes, it is on there. Number 3, because I said so. Top 5 things a shitty commander says.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, there is. But only top 5. Because I said so is already on the board. Top 5 things. Top 5 things a shitty commander says on a daily basis. Top 5 things, Mike. Oh, too Mike.
Oh, come on. What the fuck? How many seconds are you giving me?
Commander says, Mike.
You put me on the fucking spot here.
Top 5 things.
Why didn't you do it? Why was in the middle of fucking saying it?
Survey says this is always the way we've done it. Number 1.
Well, I was going to say.
Number 2, don't worry about what I'm doing. Worry about what you're doing. You already said because I said so. That was number 3. Number 4, suck it up. And number 5, we can all relate to this one. This is only going to hurt for a minute. All right. Number 5 was this is only going to hurt for a minute. Better known as get ready for promotion. All right. We surveyed 100 people. Top 5 things the mayor of Chicago is saying right now. Top 5 things the mayor of Chicago is saying right now.
I need to protect my family.
One would think that, but sorry. Top 5 things the mayor of Chicago is saying right now, Mike.
I could really go for a Chicago deep dish pizza.
That actually would have been funnier, but is not on the list. Top 5 things that the mayor of Chicago, Beetlejuice, is saying right now. Top 5 things the mayor of Chicago, highest crime, is saying right now.
I should really get my hair did.
Oh my God. I should get my hair did. I'm sorry, Mike. You got none of those. Number 1, survey says, fuck. Number 2, survey says, wow, 40 murders in one day. Not bad. Why did I fire that chief of police for DUI? Number 4, I hope we have nationwide insurance. Number 5, these fires suck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to the bonus round. Mike, this is what's going to happen.
I'm not good in fucking speed rounds, man. Come on.
Well, I think you'll do fine.
Yeah.
Mike, this is what we're going to do. What you'll do is you'll just give your answer, and then what we'll do is we'll go through what the actual answers are, okay?
I hate these fucking games, for the record.
What's the most important thing to remember while on duty?
Watch your back.
Watch your back, okay. What's the best time to do traffic stops?
Daytime.
Okay. What's the best thing to get the urine smell out of your uniform?
What, say that again?
What's the best thing to get the urine smell out of your uniform?
Is it my urine or someone else's?
What's the best thing to get urine out of your uniform? This is bonus round.
Piss on it yourself.
Piss on it.
Mark your territory.
What's the most important thing to do to get promoted?
Get a good pair of knee pads.
Get a good man. Okay. What's the first thing you do when you get promoted?
Cup the balls.
What's the best way to fix morale?
Buy everybody have a pizza party.
All right. We're very well done. Very well done. We're going to start with the first one. What's the most important thing to remember while on duty? You said. What'd you say?
Oh, I got to fucking repeat it?
Yeah.
Watch your back.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Is it on there? No points. What's the best time to do traffic stops? You said morning time. Survey says. What's the best thing to do to get the urine smell out of your uniform? You said piss on it yourself. Nothing. What's the most important thing to do to get promoted? You said have strong knee pads.
Good set of knee pads.
Good set of knee pads. Survey says that's number one. Have strong knees was on there, but we gave it to you.
Good. Okay.
What's the first thing you do when you get promoted? You said cup the balls. Very good. Unfortunately, wasn't on there. What's the best way to fix morale? You said pizza party. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the number one answer. Okay, survey says, what's the most important thing to remember while on duty? Where the clean bathrooms are. Hydrate. Don't get flagged down. Wear gloves all the time. What's the best time to do traffic stops? Survey said, number one, never. Number 2, 2 a.m. Number 3, 1 a.m. Number 4, 12 a.m. Number 5, New Year's Eve. What's the best thing to get the urine smell out of your uniform? You said piss on yourself. Number 1 answer was OxyClean. Sorry. Number 2, you can't get the piss smell out. Number 3, Tide.
A Tide stick or the actual Tide?
Number 4 was Antifa tears. Number 5 was Carol Baskin's urine. What's the most important thing to do when you get promoted? You said have strong knees or have strong knee pads. You were correct on that. Number 2 was anal. Number 3 was no gag reflex. Number 4 was always blame others.
That's a good one.
Number 5 was starfish. Not sure what that means, but it says on here that the survey says starfish. What's the first thing you do when you get promoted? You didn't get any of them right. The first answer was buy a mini fridge for your office. Number 2, send an email to everybody saying that you're a cool commander or a new, you're a cool supervisor, but you're really a dick. Number 3, forget where you came from. Number 4, take micromanagement courses and immediately you are the expert in management. What's the best way to fix morale? You said pizza party. That was number 1. Number 2, donuts. Number 3, bagels with no cream cheese or butter. Number 4, they're always free. Smiles. Smiles, Mike. Always free. Number 5 was high fives. Those are also free.
Hugs?
Number 6 was say everything's going to be okay. Say everything's going to be okay.
We'll get through this. Everything's going to be okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for coming and tuning into the Police Family Feud. Mike, I hope you had a good time. You won absolutely nothing.
Fucking great.
I hope you had fun.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for
Great
tuning
fun.
in to the Roll Call Room podcast. We hope you had a good time on the show. Mike, anything you want to say? As always, nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, you can reach me at nick@rollcallroom.com or mike@rollcallroom.com. We hope that you're staying safe out there. Don't forget to check us out on rollcallroom.com. And if you haven't already purchased Police Mental Health Barricade, a survivor's guide to poor law enforcement leadership, please check it out. Mike, it's a pleasure as always.
Love you, brother.
All right, folks. Great job. Mike, outstanding job on that game.
I hate your fucking games. I hate your games. They suck.
You even get like 2 right.
They suck. I hate your fucking games.
Stupid.
Do you want to help the Roll Call Room podcast keep going? Of course you do. Join Patreon and pledge to the show each month. Tiers start at $5 and you can get some pretty cool shit with it, including swag and access to listen to episode clips early. So put that Starbucks coffee down and help my dad keep the show going. Don't be a fucking Steve. Go to rollcallroom.com to pledge today.